Good evening to all my fellow spiritually ratchet friends and family. Welcome to all of our new and curious. Just to catch you up, Spiritually Ratchet is a visual podcast that you can catch me on every Sunday evening live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. After that, I'll send out the audio podcast version on Spotify, Apple Music, and anywhere else that the Anchor streaming allows me to stream to. So who's Spiritually Ratchet? I'm Spiritually Ratchet. I'm Arbra, not Barbara. And I'm on my walk. I'm on my spiritual path to a deeper relationship with God. But at the same time, I'm just like you. I'm a sinner. I have questions. I've got habits. I've got views. I've got experiences. And they're not all squeaky clean. So I created a safe place for me and for people like me to talk about it. This is a judge-free zone. We'll discuss things that are too holy for the ratchet and too taboo for the spiritual. There'll be strong language, trust me on that. There will be adult content. I swear to God, adult is probably not even a strong enough word. There will be unpopular opinions. So this is definitely for the 18 and up, and not a place where if you don't mind discussing the hard stuff and being uncomfortable, you can leave now. But there also will be tons of jokes. There will be understanding. There will be building of bridges. There will be love. There will be prayer. And prayerfully, there will be healing. Thank you again for hanging out with me, and enjoy the show.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Yeah, whatever. Next.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Spiritually Ratchet. We are hanging out and talking about the holidays because, as we've discussed before, I did not grow up celebrating holidays, so I want to know what I'm really supposed to be doing. So, if you have some traditions, I want to know because right now I'm just going through the internet and Googling what traditions are, and apparently y'all got some weird ones. I'm confused. So
I gotta know about these weird ones.
oh my goodness. So my iPad is acting up today because I had them all up here nice and pretty, random tradition. I know.
Did you restart it?
I have, but it's something with my I don't know. I just got it, so it's something with a cellular on it. I don't know.
Is your cellular connection in your
all working? I've had it.
Oh yeah, you did say you were on it earlier.
Yeah. Okay. I was on it when I was talking to y'all earlier.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just sharing now.
Awesome. Yes, if you're already in the room, go and share. And let's see what I found. So I just Googled random holiday traditions, and y'all, people are special. So the first thing that I Googled was 10.
Hey everybody, it's Shimmy 2.0. I know we talking like we just regular. Regular.
Yeah, they know who you are.
Like we just on the phone. Like we always on the phone. We are. Hey friends.
Just join the conversation. You better type something, otherwise I'm not gonna know you're there. All right.
Yes.
What are your holiday traditions? Type them in. I even have maybe some extra people coming on, or if you want to come on, let me know, and I might bring you in for a minute or two, but I can kick you out too. So like, don't be too weird. I mean, our other boss is teaching me to kick people out.
Well, you shouldn't listen to our other boss because our other boss has a lot of issues. Something we figured out as of lately.
But was that really new information?
No, but it got worse.
So, okay. The last couple of years, I've done what is the white elephant at work.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been interesting. What are some things that y'all have done at your like corporate day job type situation?
Our company likes to bribe us a lot. like during this whole COVID thing, like we've gotten, the first box we got was employee appreciation gifts, but it all had the company's name on it.
Oh, wow. So it's like stuff that they just brought out of the closet?
No, but like they branded everything, like the cup and the pen and the, like, I really don't like people to know where I work outside of if I've told you. You know what I'm saying? Why is your name on everything? That's going to just be in my house. And then the second thing they sent us was pretty cool because they send us to the movies every year. You know, like since Star Wars has been like coming out with a new movie every year, they've been doing that the past couple of years, or like whatever big premiere or whatever. So this year, you know, since we couldn't go, they sent us a mini projector that attaches to your phone, and you stream, you know, it connects to your phone, and you know, you can put it up on your wall and you can stream movies, you know. So that was cool too. And they sent us like popcorn and, you know, like a little popcorn bucket. It had like treats in it. So then this year and then for Christmas, like they always like, we would do like a holiday party, or we would have something, you know, like a luncheon or, you know, or something. So this year, they sent us another box like they have the last two times, but in the box is a very nice, what is it, Sherpa? I think that's what it's called, blanket. You know, the really, really soft ones, but it has the company's name on it. Oh, like I can't take this blanket anywhere.
They want you to think of them at all times.
Well, they sent us a mask. They even sent us a mask, a face mask, and it had the company's name on it. I'm like, do you know how many? I work in repos. I work in repos.
That's dangerous.
So thank you. So if I go to Kroger's, you know what I'm saying? Like our company shirts, I have like 7 of them because we used to be able to wear our company shirts to work instead of like dressing up all the time if we didn't want to. But then they changed that. But anyway, but all the company shirts, of course, have, you know, the name on it or whatever, which is understandable, which means I have to put on a jacket when I leave work. But like if I go on an airplane and I take my blanket so I'm not cold, it has your name on it. No. I don't want people trying to beat me up in the airport. And I travel
what
to
if
the
you're
East
going
Coast
to an area where you like repo from?
Which is the East Coast. We repo a lot on the East Coast, and I go to the East Coast a lot. So yeah. But I mean, it's cool. Like, thank you. I appreciate it because I mean, you don't have to. You know, they really don't have to. They don't have to give us anything. They let me keep my job. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
you work hard.
I do. I work too hard. But so family traditions outside of work traditions, yeah. So we switch up every year on what we're gonna eat, you know. But we do keep a traditional Christmas Eve theme. We always have like a game night, and in the game night we'll like do karaoke, or we'll do
no less. We don't like wearing company gear in public.
No, at all. Never.
Well, I take that back. It depends on what company. Not every company is created equal.
My job, not so much. Again, I repo people's cars, so that's like a threat on my life for you to make me wear something with the company logo on it. But we do game night, Christmas Eve. That's also my sister's birthday, so we don't really see her on Christmas Eve because she's like always doing stuff like with her, you know, friends or whatever, and she's always mad because her birthday is Christmas Eve. I didn't tell you to be born on Christmas Eve.
As long as she's getting 2 separate gifts.
No, never.
But that's not fair.
Never.
Not fair.
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
I have 50 birthdays in December.
Oh 50. No.
I have
everybody's
3.
Getting a wave.
No. I have 4 all within a 7-day span. That's not including all the rest of the month.
Sounds like my family in November.
Mine is December and March.
Is that why you don't like Sagittarius?
Oh, God. Next topic.
in there. All right, so
it's crazy.
The first list that I came to was weird holiday traditions, and the first one is from Italy. I'm probably going to jack up how they say this, but they don't focus on Santa Claus. He's not the highlight.
No.
But an ugly but kind old witch known as Bethena, which is giver of gifts, controls all the gifts. And on January the 5th, known as the Eve of Epiphany, parents will leave out a plate of broccoli with spiced sausage and a glass of wine. Who does this? Yes.
A witch?
Yes. Oh,
but you
it's
don't
not-
want to believe in a holly jolly fun person, but you want to believe in a witch? Is she like Glinda the Good Witch or the, what is it, East or
No,
whatever?
it says that she's ugly but kind. Traditions say that the Good Witch flies around on her broom and enters houses through chimneys to deliver clothing, toys, and candy to all the good children. And on January 6th, children will find these treats and their toys in their stockings. Like, so what do they do for Halloween?
Right. I'm so confused. So they don't celebrate Christmas until
January the 5th. Yeah, their January 5th would be like our Christmas Eve. And then January the 6th is Christmas Day. I'm totally confused.
So Christmas comes after New Year's?
So I'm just confused. All right, so I'm gonna assume
Look,
that
I don't want to talk about it anymore. Look, I feel like I'm gonna go to hell. Like
it's completely pagan. I'm assuming because a witch and nothing to do with Christ. I don't know.
Christmas is pagan too. I mean,
well, it is, but I mean, like,
how you say we're celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ when Jesus wasn't born on December 25th, and you also have a fat white man with a beard that's breaking into houses, leaving presents.
That sounds like a pedophile. No, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm just saying, kind of pedophile-ish.
And that we give cookies to. So, like,
and mommy sleeps with.
Yes.
Mommy. I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. Okay, so this one was funny. Or again, just equally weird. In Japan, Christmas isn't really celebrated either, but Kentucky Fried Chicken sure is. Yes, eating Kentucky Fried Chicken on December 25th instead of having a homemade Christmas dinner is a tradition in Japan. The Colonel's Recipe fried chicken is so popular, the chain asks customers to place their order at least 2 months in advance. The popular feast began back in 1974 when it was introduced to Japan for visitors who wanted dinner resembling a traditional meal. The chicken dinner is also attracted locals and is still a tradition passed on for the last 40 years. Les, if it was Samantha from Bewitched, I could deal with that, but like Samantha wasn't ugly.
He said, I'm so confused. Because I mean, people think the US is weird. I get that. Totally get it. But
like KFC, you couldn't do anything better than KFC?
Right. KFC is like a normal Monday night. I don't feel like cooking. Let me go grab me a $5 box meal.
Yeah, not even the big meal, just the $5.
Yeah, like KFC gives away like 8 pieces of chicken, 2 sides, and what, 4 rolls. Okay, so that's a whole question for me right there. Why they only give you half the number of rolls? Why do they not give you 8 rolls? It could be 1 piece of chicken per person. But anyway, I digress. But
he said to Google Saint Nick. I have before, and I'll probably do that again before I get done, but I find this one kind of funny. So I'll go back there. What did Les say? Les says,
I don't want chicken. I don't want chicken.
All right, Les says the Colonel's Recipe has changed there from the United States. It's trash now.
Not if you go to the right KFC, because to me, the one I go to is way out here where I live in NRH. It's the same. It's the same. But I only eat chicken for the purpose of the crust. Like I could do
Their
without the
seasoning's
actual
good.
meat.
Like, I need to like pick places. So like one place's chicken is good, one place's mashed potatoes are good. Like
I don't
there's
eat nothing else but the crust of chicken. I mean, I'll eat chicken like if I cook it or if I just, want to eat, But at KFC, I don't necessarily have to have the meat. I order 5 pieces of chicken just so I can have the crust.
their wings aren't bad. I have gone and gotten the wings.
The
and
hot
you
wings
know
are
how
pretty good.
you can get the Buffalo Wild Wing sauce at Walmart now. Like I've done that and like
Well, I don't eat spicy food, so you know how that goes. So crust it is for me. So any man that wants to fall in love with me, buy me 5 pieces of chicken. Make sure that they're all thighs because that's the juiciest crust. Original recipe. Appreciate you. That's all I got. I don't think I want that on Christmas.
Alrighty. Les says, in Cali, it ain't the same. Maybe I should come there. It's not bad here, but
As long as you don't wear that hat. As long as you don't wear the hat, we'll be fine. Don't wear that hat that's in your profile picture, okay? Thanks, love.
That's Debo.
No. Oh, it is.
Don't be talking to my guests like that. All right.
But if Les goes by it, if he likes them and we're in the same group, no, don't wear that hat. Thank you.
Script says they changed the name because they can't call it chicken anymore because it's clone chicken. It used to be Kentucky Fried Chicken. That is true. I heard a whole story about that.
So that's why it's just called. I've always just called it KFC. Period. Like I never.
Yeah, but now they don't. Have you noticed on anything they don't write chicken anymore?
So what am I eating? Because I only like the crust.
Genetically modified chicken.
It's fake crust and fake fat and grease. Explain this to me. I'm confused. Les, I need answers. Or who's that? Janelle, I need answers.
Script.
I need answers. I need lots of answers because I like the crust. So what am I eating?
The crust might be okay.
But if it's a genetically modified chicken, that means it's not real chicken. So what am I eating? Is it plastic that's like, I don't know. What am I eating? Somebody tell me what I'm eating since I'm not eating real chicken crust and fat.
Oh my goodness. I love it. All right. So the next one, hang on. I'm trying to feed my kids at the same time. Can you talk about multitasking?
Did the pizza finally come?
Finally, after 2 hours, and I still better get my money.
I would call them in the morning.
You need, trust me, I will. I'll probably do it tonight because they're open till midnight. Take that downstairs. Here you go. Here. Isaiah, go. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Go eat. Bye-bye. See, I'm a good mom. Have a nice day. Okay, bye. Lord. Okay.
I'm giving somebody hell in the group. They're trying to be funny.
So if y'all don't know, Shimmy and I are Steeler fans. So we are low-key watching the game while we talk to y'all.
Well, I made a post earlier and it said that the Giants, not the Giants, it said, where did it go? The Eagles, y'all barely pulled it off. So somebody came back and said a win is a win. But as a Steelers fan, if we say that, like the other day when we lost and we were all upset about it, y'all wanted us to just get over it. Y'all wanted
somebody
us
to send us the info.
Hey, Becky, that's my classmate from high school. Well,
hi, Becky, welcome.
I've known her most of my life. I'm not going to say just high school. I've known her literally probably half of my life, if not more.
Les said he saw that. Is he in our sports bar group or the Steeler group?
Les is in our sports bar group.
Script, I'm gonna let you make it because y'all kind of won today, but I mean it was the Bengals, so does that really count?
No, it doesn't. And I had to argue that point with somebody. Like, it's the Bengals.
I know it was a terrible game for the Saints. I feel like we need to console Reggie this week.
I would love to console Reggie this week. Absolutely would love to console him this week. Reggie, if you're watching.
We're going to tag you in this, Reggie, so that we can be sure and know to her that one part.
Okay, what's the next one? Because I can't. I'm over the KFC. I can't.
Brian says it counts. I know he's talking
Yeah,
about the
you know
Cowboys.
I'm not listening to nothing he got.
You know
to say.
what? Babe,
Next.
I'm gonna let you make it, but
Nope.
No.
It's not a win, it's a win because, like y'all tell us when we were in our feelings and crying for losing against the no names,
Right,
y'all told us to get over it.
He totally started texting me shit talking.
Yeah, we
Like,
lost
the game wasn't even over.
game all season, and we have the right to be in our feelings because the Cowboys stay in their feelings. So shut the fuck up because y'all lost. Y'all lost to them twice. Y'all lost to the no names twice. The second time you didn't even score points.
And Script, we won't discuss this on Tuesday. We'll just, pretend it never happened. Unless we win, and then I might wear my Steelers.
Steelers ain't shit. Let the record show we have more rings, and at least we
Did he just say the freshest and the greatest? You know what? Yeah. Okay, so number 3 on the list is Spain.
See, he don't want me to go there because I was fixing to go there. I was going there. Give me a reason to argue.
Don't.
Oh, give me a reason to argue, okay?
I love my peoples.
Yes, give me a reason.
A terrible season is there.
So when we get the next ring and y'all ain't went in 50 years, just know. Touchdown.
Yes, we do have a touchdown. We're going for field goal now, and it's good. Congratulations.
It is good.
We have scored. All right, so Spain. Haters hate. Yeah, but you love me, so whatever.
I love Spain. And I hope this tradition's not too weird because then I won't move there.
Instead of Elf on the Shelf, they have this weird figurine that I can't pronounce. But they say it's a little obscure. It's a male figurine, and his name is translated to the Defector. I already got problems with this, which makes sense because the porcelain doll is squatting with his pants down. I can't make this shit up.
Wait.
And yes, he is trying to take a number 2. The exact legend of how this tradition got started is unknown, but the legend has it that farmers would be punished with a poor crop harvest and bad fortune if they did not include this figurine within their nativity scene. So today the tradition continues with Christmas markets selling this old school figurine alongside its newer version, which is the Elf on the Shelf, football players, rock stars, and Barack Obama.
So if this porcelain doll doesn't take a fake porcelain crap on my crops,
we're going to have a poor harvest this next year.
What?
It's great.
Talk about a wives' tale. Wives' tale. Yeah.
Right. Lessa, congratulations on your nephew and his accomplishments yesterday. Hope y'all cooked his favorite meal for him. He was so stinking cute.
Let me
in
tell
all
you.
Your pictures.
Let me tell you something. That little boy came home and took a nap.
I don't blame him. Did you just have one game yesterday or multiple?
Huh? He just had one game. It was just
the
Super Bowl. It was the Super Bowl yesterday, so they won the whole thing.
Yay!
And that's probably the only chance a Cowboy fan will get to celebrate a championship is if they're Little League. But anyway, so
Script says that this figurine is shitting on the holidays.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Becky, I'm gonna put the name in the chat, and I need you to go and look it up and send me a picture.
Oh my god! Wait, it's confusing.
So this is the name of the dude from Spain.
Does that mean? Okay, so does that mean that a man squatting?
Oh, you know what?
Constitute him taking a crap? I mean, any man now that has relative. You see a man squatting, he's about to take a crap. Okay. Next, because I really like Spain. I don't like them anymore.
So let's see. There we go. That is the man.
Is that
from
a
Spain.
rifle?
It looks like a spear. You know, the javelin spear? Because he's got a shield in one hand.
Or it might just be a sword because it's a shield. So a sword and shield.
See, it been drinking breast milk because he's got the mustard colored poop. I'm confused.
I can't see the poop. You got the comments there, look. But
Where's my cards? There you go. Can you see it now? Can you see the poop?
I see it, but
I'm really confused about this.
I'm really lost. I'm
weird.
super lost. He doesn't even look Spanish.
Well, how would you know? He just has white hair.
He's too light complected.
He's too like, hey, Spaniards can be all different colors.
But that's more Irish looking to me. Just in the face.
Wouldn't Irish be more redhead?
Not always. I think it's the hat that's doing it for me. Okay, next.
Yeah, he's literally
He's taking a dump, Liz. Yes.
All right, so
I'm so lost.
This is the next picture. Let's see why. All right. Caroling with dead horses in Wales. There isn't a particular day for this weird tradition, but from the time of Christmas to late January, the celebration of Mary Ludwig, I'm going to pretend that's said correctly, but let's keep going, is supposed to bring good luck. One person will dress as a horse with an actual horse skull and is usually accompanied by a group of people. The group will go into homes singing carols in exchange for food and drinks. This tradition is thought to stem from ancient Celtic rites. Yeah, that creeps me out a little bit. I say no. Like, and who keeps horse head skulls?
Okay, Wales, I'm not visiting you either. Ever. That's so no, it's a no for me, dog. It's a no for me.
Okay, well, my holiday tradition on Christmas is the Laker game. Lakers show, gang, or don't bang.
Gang, don't bang. Oh my goodness.
All right.
You win. You win. Because I'm not
better than all of these so far.
Fan. Yeah, I'm not a Lakers fan. I understand how it is, to support mediocrity because I'm a Mavericks fan. So, it is.
I don't even want to know.
It is what it is,
I'm talking about the picture. Why is there a spider that has anything to do with the tradition? I don't feel safe. Have you noticed the theme here?
Yes, but I was gonna let that be.
I'm just saying. Okay,
so Becky, no harm to your peoples. We're not throwing shade.
You didn't even have to call that out because she might not have noticed, Chamberlain.
Well, you pointed it out, and I mean,
I didn't say nothing, but
everybody knows what this means. Everybody knows what this means. Everybody knows. Becky's been around me again half my life, so she knows when you do this, what this means. I promise you. Yeah.
Okay, Script and Liz are now having a conversation. Becky says no spiders. Liz says most girls are scared of spiders.
I'm not really scared of spiders.
If they eat all the insects that are bothering
I'm not scared of them. Like, I know I can just kill them. Like, I used to actually have a tarantula I found in my backyard. I kept it in a jar for months and months and months and fed it and everything.
No.
I caught crickets for it, all that stuff.
I'm not gonna go out of my way to kill it, but no.
Nope, I've been bitten by a spider plenty of times. So
spider web tree in the Ukraine. It says Christmas trees in the Ukraine are often covered in spider webs. Folklore tells the story of a poor family who grew a Christmas tree from a pine cone. The children were excited about decorating their own Christmas tree, but the family was poor and they wouldn't be able to decorate it for the holidays. When they woke up Christmas morning, they found spiders had spun webs around the tree's branches. And today, Ukraine dressed up their trees with spider webs to welcome good luck into the coming year.
No.
So is that what we have to do to get rid of 2020?
I'm just saying Jumanji at midnight. But anyway.
Yes. That does need to be a universal consensus. If y'all say Happy New Year's, you're getting punched in the face. You better all say Jumanji at one time.
I don't understand. Well, it's going to be kind of hard to do it at one time because we got so many different time zones. So,
but in your time zone, say it together. It's
okay. I got you. I'm just going to say it at all, all four of them. So, but I just want
to do it different than I did last year because last year was a shitty New Year's for me.
My last 4 years have been a shitty New Year, and not shitty to the point to where I did not have a good time or, or whatever. But, yeah, I was not getting laid the past 4 years. And
never mind, because people are watching, so we're not gonna talk about it.
So yeah, this is coming up on year number 4, and I'm not gonna have a man. I already know it, so it is what it is.
I have no words.
I'm just saying.
I have no words.
Sorry, y'all.
I just know that.
Okay, so I kind of
think something better happens this year because if I get a repeat of last year, I'm flipping tables in this bitch.
Well, back to the Christmas tree because that makes a lot of sense.
So what are we gonna do for New Year's? Les is laughing at you. At us, really.
That's fine.
I didn't get laid.
That's I mean, you can laugh. It is what it is. When you're single, I mean, it happens. Shit happens. It is what it is. There's nothing we can do about that. I mean, I'm not gonna stay with a man or be with a man just so I can get laid on New Year's. Like, that doesn't make any sense. I'll just eat black eyed peas the next fucking day in chitlins and call it a day. Shit.
Oh no.
That's it. Tell me he laughing with me. I'm not really laughing. So next. No. Next.
Austria, Germany, and Hungary say that they have bad children in the US get coal, but other bad children around the world get a visit from Krampus. The beast-like creature shows up in order to punish the ill-behaved.
Have you ever watched that movie? Okay,
no.
So I didn't think the movie was going to be as scary as it was, because I'm not a super huge, scary movie person. But I was like, okay, Krampus. Everybody said it wasn't that bad, blah, 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 blah. So I'm thinking it's kind of like a holiday movie. I didn't know he was going to freaking eat everybody and do. I was like, ugh, are you for real? Like, okay, if you've never seen Krampus, it's actually on Amazon Prime, I think, right now. So you can watch it.
I don't know that I want to watch that because
it's
looking
creepy.
at the picture, then listening.
He doesn't look like that. He doesn't look like that though in the movie.
So he looks better. Or I'm confused.
I mean, it's like the same. It's kind of modeled like it, but like the teeth and all that. It's not that gruesome like how that looks. Yeah, it's weird.
So how does the tongue? Never mind. I'm not even.
He looks like kind of like a male version of Maleficent, but not sexy in the movie. You know what I'm saying? And he's like kind of big, but he has like those horns and everything. But watch the movie for yourself. That's all I can say. Watch it for yourself. Just don't watch it at night and don't watch it with your blinds closed.
So the end of the statement says if he discovers a particularly bad child, not just ill-behaved, but the bad child. So I'm assuming Chucky. He bundles them into his sack and carts them away, presumably for a midnight snack.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. He like eats everybody in this movie. So I mean, it's like so weird. So yeah, you should watch that. I'm just saying. It's there for you to watch. I'll let you form your own opinion.
Becky, what's your tradition? What's something that you do tradition? Les already said his script. Do you have one too? Brian, something other than work, please, sir.
Yes, something other than work. This year we're doing an elegant Christmas. And I say elegant just because it's going to be different. We're not doing like turkey and all that kind of stuff, like traditional foods. We're actually doing prime rib and beef Wellington, and we're actually going to sit down at the table.
Nice.
So it's going to be weird. I only want to do it just because, like, I want to make beef Wellington. Yeah, but I want to dress up. Like, I haven't been able to dress up all year. Like, I haven't been able, like, to put on, like, my nicer clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to put my slacks on and my boots. Yeah, like, yeah. And I have a hair transition going to happen for Christmas. So, like,
I'm here and don't care.
Well, whatever. But like, it's gonna be so different. So I kind of wanted to dress up and just be Shimberlin and not Shimmy on Christmas.
Ooh, that's good. I need pictures.
Oh, of course, it's gonna be like a whole selfie photo shoot. I got the ring light.
Go live or something. All right.
What time should be over?
What time should he be coming over?
Are you flying to Texas?
Is he flying in?
Yeah, are you flying to Texas for Christmas? I mean,
we can have another sports bar meet and greet.
We could, but I don't want it on Christmas though. I would rather do it on New Year's Eve. Hint.
Oh, well, yeah. You call her.
My phone rings. It works. I paid the bill this month.
The script says I celebrate family and gratitude. That's it. Hey, y'all
don't have any other like different traditions that y'all do? Like y'all specifically do
in the morning and dinner, like
Yeah, my dad makes a big breakfast.
Thanksgiving.
But the grandchildren in my family are weird because they're all Generation Z kids. So, okay. Well, all right, Les, I got you. But they're all Generation Z kids, so they all sleep late on the holidays.
Shimmy, that's all. But hey.
I don't know if I would actually frequent over to Lancaster. Most people in Dallas call it Lancaster, but Lancaster is actually what it is. But anyway, yeah, I don't really frequent Lancaster. That's where I've gotten the most speeding tickets in my life. So I don't really go through there too much. But yeah,
just meet in Dallas.
Yeah. Well, okay. Les, whenever you come.
Yeah, that part. Okay, so Mexico is next on this weird list. So they celebrate radishes. You can't celebrate the holidays without radishes. Every year on December 23rd, the Mexican state of something, Ascara, presents the most.
I don't know because you don't have the words up anymore, so I don't know what you're talking about. I might be able to help you. I took Spanish for like 8 years.
Where's my button at? Add to stream. There we go.
Okay.
They present the most impressive display of carved vegetables in the world. The radishes are grown especially for this event and remain on display through Christmas Day. The miniature exhibit shows the nativity scene and other events from Mexican folklore. Originally, the tradition of radish carving was done by a shop who wanted to entice people to their stores. Now it's a 3-day festival.
So is this like episode of Fraggle Rock? Because that's the only people
I miss Fraggle Rock. They've like reloaded everything in the world, but haven't put Fraggle Rock.
No, Fraggle Rock was reloaded. I watched it. It was reloaded years ago. A couple years ago. It was reloaded.
I saw years ago one. I just need a new one. You know, Animaniacs just came back out.
Yeah, but Fraggle Rock did come out because I actually watched it, and I had my nephew watching it at one point.
I'm gonna have to go and look.
But radishes, I don't even like radishes. Give me
heart. Is that one big radish right there, or is that like? It looks like it should have been a mushroom.
It's a radish. It just doesn't have the stem out. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't know what I'm saying. Do you know what a radish looks like?
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know if I would want to celebrate radishes. I think all these people are going to hell. I don't know. I don't know.
Everybody gotta go to hell.
Last time his family was from Oak Cliff, so he thought, no, baby, Lancaster is just an extension of of Oak Cliff. Trust me, it's down the street. It's like 3 minutes.
Hey, Tiff.
Hey, I got sound issues. Oh,
It's all right. We hear you good.
okay, good. How y'all doing?
Does she have on a Christmas hat? Oh,
Yeah, she's being all festive. She had the ugly sweater contest today.
Oh, did you win?
So
No, I didn't have a sweater.
Be blinging.
Little extra.
Bling,
Little
bling,
rabbit.
bling, bling, baby. Okay, girl. Hey, light you up like a Christmas tree.
You know, somebody.
Somebody,
I'm not with y'all. I cannot.
somebody come to light this Christmas tree. You know what I'm saying? Okay,
I'm
girl.
done.
Merry Christmas, baby.
Were you born on Christmas?
Actually, no. I was born kind of by the 4th of July, but the 5th.
Merry Christmas, baby is your thing that you got going though, with your lights. I would be so afraid that my chest would burn. I have that on. I mean, I have rather large boobs, so I think my chest would I think it would be hot up against my boobs.
I mean,
no.
Mardi Gras should be fun though.
I have tons of beads. If you look in my car, seen my car before. I have all the beads in the window. Did we lose her? Oh. Huh?
Nope, there she goes.
Oh. But yeah, you see my car. All of those beads came from Mardi Gras.
And how many times do we talk while you're driving?
I don't know. A lot.
Ooh, I like Venezuela's. Venezuela does roller skating to the mass. So why walk to mass when you can skate there? Residents in Venezuela.
No, literally roller. Oh, okay.
They literally roller skate to church.
Okay.
It's customary service to roller skate to this service, and many neighborhoods close their streets to cars until 8 a.m. after mass because everyone enjoys tostadas and coffee.
Does that even go together?
No.
I mean,
tostadas and coffee.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Does that
it's
even
Venezuela though.
Like
So
they couldn't have sopapillas and coffee? That's like dessert.
I was thinking like a cinnamon tostada.
Well, maybe it's a sweet one. I don't know.
Or like cinnamon sugar chips, or churros, which I don't think are Venezuelan.
No,
I don't think it's no.
Is that even really Mexican, or is that just fat American people that like Tex-Mex?
No, it's Mexican, and it's like after like some kind of mountain goat, or it might not even be Mexican. What's it like Central? I don't know. Only because somebody was.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta do my night.
Okay. Somebody was.
Tell him I said night. Her nephew.
Oh.
Alrighty. So, Tiff, do y'all have any family traditions?
Family traditions for Christmas. Honestly, we really don't. Other than we get together. Well, I guess that would be a tradition, right? But no. I don't know. I have 4 siblings, so we get together usually like on Christmas Day and do our thing as a family. It's not anything really traditional. I'm kind of like, I like to play games, and I also like to keep the spirit of Jesus being the reason for the season. So usually my games involve reading the story of Christ's birth. But that's about it. Other than that, I don't, And to be perfectly honest, we might not be celebrating, the gift exchange portion of Christmas this year.
Everybody's getting a mask.
It's not even financial. It's just, I have one child, and now this gonna be the year that she gonna learn today.
And by the way,
wait. I heard some of it, but then wait a minute. What? Why are we not doing Christmas?
Oh, a lot of parents, I'm gonna say this, like
We've been stuck in the house with these kids since March.
Christmas and the whole spectacle of buying a whole bunch of gifts and stuff like that. And I have one child.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I have noticed is that I buy her stuff constantly all year round. So when Christmas comes, like the gifts don't even really be anything to her. I think she
So you just have a very spoiled child.
I wouldn't even say spoiled per se. I really wouldn't even say spoiled.
Mine are.
I would say because we grew up very different. Like when I didn't have Christmas growing up because we didn't have finances for Christmas. So I went to school and the same stuff I left before Christmas break. And so I think I lost the joy of the gifting and stuff like that because it just wasn't something that I was able to participate in. But for my child, I wanted to be able to do more than what I had growing up. I think that's all of us.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue with it is that they don't have the same appreciation for these things.
I do agree.
So, you know, I bought the child a bike 1 year. 2 years ago, y'all, the bike still new, tires still.
I don't think kids learn how to ride bikes like how we used to. Like bikes, skates, those were things that we had, and that's the stuff that we had to learn to do if you wanted to be part of the Joneses. You know what I'm saying? Back then, like you have to know how to ride a bike. You better know how to skate. You might not be able to, you know, be on a skateboard, but you know what I'm saying? Like, right. Those things are things that were a part of our culture. And I think now just a lot of just kind of going back to how we were as kids versus now, kids are indoors more because they have video games. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a Game Boy growing up. I had, you know, we had a Nintendo growing up, but like we weren't allowed to play that every day. You know what I'm saying? Like we still had to go outside and play hide and seek and all that kind of stuff and ride our bikes and stuff. But now when you got so many pedophiles, you got people snatching your kids, you know what I'm saying? And
we live in the city now, like back home.
Yeah.
When I lived in East Texas, we had yards and the neighborhood kids would get together and play and run around and all that. But up here, I'm like, I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. You have so many other concerns. I mean, we had pedophiles back in the day and kids got kidnapped back in the day, but it wasn't in mass quantities like it is now. You know what I'm saying? Like you walking out the grocery store and somebody liable to drive up and snatch your child. You know, we've come into a world of that's all I can say. Like, you know, like kids can't even be kids no more. You know what I mean?
People can't even tell kids other people's kids nothing no more.
Oh yeah. No.
There used to be like, you know, kids acted like they had some sense because they knew somebody was out there gonna tell their mama or whatever.
Right.
But, you know, it's a lot of parents not teaching their kids, you know.
These kids are privileged.
Respect other adults.
They're so privileged. They're so privileged. I mean, this whole call your mama if you get a whooping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was the beginning of it for me. You know, getting a whooping is not child abuse. Getting punched in the eye by your mama every day is child abuse. You know what I'm saying?
See, they're doing that crap now. You know, that's the thing is I'm going to make him a man, so I'm going to punch him in the...
No, my mother and father have never punched me. Like, I've had a billion whoopings in my lifetime, but I've never been punched in the face. I had a boyfriend that punched me and he went to jail, and that was the last time he ever hit anybody. But you know what I'm saying? Because, well, anyway, but you know, like I don't get it. Like, I don't understand where it went so left, you know? Because I mean, there's always been pedophiles. Always. That's always happened. And especially in a lot of Black households, it, you know, what goes on in this house, stays in this house. So, I mean, there are families that have had their uncle touch, you know what I'm saying? Like women have had their uncles touch them at young ages and stuff. So, I mean, that's stuff that has happened, but now people want to make an excuse for it, like a bigger excuse for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
You must not be watching this. There was a flag on that play. Go sit down.
This is not a hater's post.
You know what?
But I
telling you,
mean,
if the house divided, we're gonna get divorced before we get married.
trust me, it's a lot. It's a lot of people I would probably divorce before we ever got married. Some people wouldn't even make it on the first date with me. But I mean, I just think that I wish we could go back to original family traditions. You know what I'm saying? Like if we could get back
What
to
would you do?
loving one another. You know what I'm saying? Like my family and me growing up, and I wish we did it more now, but like every weekend we was at my grandmama's house. Every weekend.
We can't do that now because
Whether
they're 40 and they're partying.
right,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like at one point, where did it, you know what I'm saying? Like being a teenage mom was acceptable. And I blame MTV for that shit.
Yes.
Teen mom show. But that's not cute. When I was 15 and 16 years old, like I like the comfort of a man, but not enough to get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like
they made it such a, you can get on TV and you notice it was really not them because this one wasn't pretty. This is the ruining of America.
Fakeality TV has ruined so much. Social media has ruined so much. And don't get me wrong, I'm on social media a lot because again, it's part of my profession. But like me wanting to be famous and be a star when I was younger had nothing to do with wanting to be a teen mom. Me being famous and wanting to be a star was the fact that I just wanted to be famous and being a star. Like I wanted to be an actress. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with me wanting to be on reality TV, like at all. But now with the profession that I have, I say reality TV is probably gonna have to be the way I go. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Be one of the housewives.
You know my reality show ain't got nothing to do with drama. You already know that. Ain't got nothing to do with drama.
Because by default, I'm going to end up on there somewhere, and I don't need that in my life. Unless I'm like married and promoting some stuff.
No, you know we all about showing Black women doing some shit. It's all about Black women empowering other Black women and being supportive. Like all that drama stuff, that's just such a negative. And don't think it's just Black people that they out there exploiting. You got the housewives of the Potomac and New Jersey and all them other women too. So
where is Potomac anyway?
New York, I thought.
DC. It's in the Maryland.
Yeah, I knew it was somewhere
DC
up that way.
area.
Yeah,
I think I watched like Atlanta a couple of times, but other than that, I don't know any of these people.
The people that they with, we don't know them either. We don't know them either.
There was one that had a bunch of mafia people in it, right?
That was Mob Wives, and I actually like that show.
But why are they, instead of keeping normal family traditions and celebrating
because you didn't know who the mafia was
of the household, we're celebrating gangsters that are in jail and your mama is out here and like
holding it down.
Make this make sense.
It's the way we live in. I mean, that's the world we live in now. Like everybody that has common sense is no longer popular. None whatsoever. I mean, we're celebrating criminals. We're celebrating teenage pregnancy and what's it called? Unsafe sex. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not pushing virtue anymore. You know, we're not pushing
virtue.
Huh?
Say virtues.
I mean, yeah, like we're not pushing common courtesy and decency and living, a nice, normal. It's okay to be normal. It's okay not to twerk on Instagram. It's okay to go to work and have 3 kids that you raising by yourself and you raising them right and teaching them how to be grown women and grown men that take care of their responsibility. That stuff is not unpopular, but social media makes it feel like it's unpopular. It's okay to blend in. It's okay.
It's okay for somebody to correct you in love, to check you and let you know when, you know what, sis, that ain't cute.
And you
You
ain't got to
know,
be
They don't
snapping and
do
all
that no
in her
more.
face
Your
doing it.
friends are not friends. They want you to go out there and look bad so that they don't look as bad.
that's true.
No, let me tell you something. I don't promote stupidity. Never have. Never wanted to. And I have people like that have been that way. You know what I'm saying? Like when Aubrey, you've been with us. And you know, we know how to have a good time and all that kind of stuff, but we don't have to be naked doing it. We don't have to, you know,
Yeah,
be
there
acting a
was
fool
twerking
doing it.
involved. So
You said what?
I said I think there was twerking involved though.
There was twerking involved. Absolutely, there was twerking involved. But again, we weren't naked doing it. We weren't
We
putting it
weren't in
on.
public.
That's what I'm saying. We weren't putting it on Instagram. We weren't putting it on Facebook. We didn't have to put it on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? And we was only twerking because we was mad because some of us couldn't, and we was trying to learn, and we still didn't learn.
Right.
But it is what it is. You know, flat booties matter. You know, in some instances.
Those used to be dances. That was stuff that we did like in
The
private.
crybaby and all, like.
But that was like stuff you did when you got around like your group, not in front, like not in public, not like
Right.
you know, we tested it out. You know, we got together in our little groups.
Yeah.
You know, like let me see you do the can opener.
Girl,
Oh
did you say
Percolate.
Take her over here.
Percolate.
She said can open and percolate. Done with it. So done with it. But I mean, even when we went to the club and we dancing on a dude, we ain't lifting our skirt up dancing on a dude to where you can see our thong. Come on now.
It used to be in the 90s. It was slow dancing while he
Bumping
put
and
his
grinding.
hands on your butt. Like
bumping and
he would
grinding.
hold your butt and y'all would just slow dance. That was like as much as it went. But yeah. Definitely way different. Y'all, I had a couple who had a teenage daughter. This was some years ago, but I promise she was probably like in the 8th grade or whatever when twerking was really starting to come up. And they was like, come out here, girl. Show them how you do your twerk. I had this little girl. Now, mind you, no, I ain't even gonna promote that. They weren't like me.
Mm-hmm.
They were from a different ethnicity.
Mm-hmm.
But they was like, come out here and show them how. They had this baby doing the handstand, pee-pop, and all this stuff. And I was just like, but it was
We
like
danced
so
as
normal.
kids. We danced as kids.
Like, see, they get mad though when little African girls do it, and that's a part of their culture. And they say that we're being horrible.
My
But
mama had me dancing when I was a little kid, but it wasn't that. I wasn't scrubbing the ground at 5. I
can't even dance, so
she's rhythmically challenged.
I can't even bust a move.
You can throw it in a circle.
Not at all. I be trying. I just be trying. It don't even look right. It looked like that meme. Y'all know that meme and the little girl with the glasses doing
with the humpback. Yep.
Again, I am the CEO and president of Flat Booties Artists. Okay, but I mean,
that's all.
It's wide. It just ain't got the, I ain't got the hump part. Like it's wide. It's big enough to grab onto, but it just ain't got the hump. That back separation. It kind of yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
We got off the Christmas.
Look, I digress.
Girls get together and we go all the way left.
I digressed. Okay, what's the next edition? What we got?
So I've got a video that we're gonna play because we are at 59 minutes, and I said I wasn't gonna keep y'all on.
Okay.
So we're gonna watch this video, and if we find something interesting to talk about afterwards, great. If not, then we're and I'm gonna go eat and put these kids to bed.
Get these tacos too, so y'all gonna ride with me.
I got a very promising appointment in the morning.
Oh,
with a weight loss scale. So yeah.
Amen.
All right. There's no sound.
You don't hear it?
Nope.
One moment.
Look. No sound.
I'm having a cue moment.
Look, I was ready too. I was like, ooh,
I'm having a cue moment.
you having something. I wouldn't necessarily correlate that with his name.
This is what we blame him for every week. Let's see.
Okay.
Share my screen again.
Okay.
Make sure I share the audio this time.
Yes, please. It would make a lot more sense if you shared the audio.
All right, let's get back to it.
Okay. I go to KFC chicken again. All right.
Getting ready for the holiday season is such a fun and festive time because everyone celebrates in their own unique way. While some people put up decorative Christmas trees covered in lights, others are carving radishes for their holiday tradition. If this sounds weird to you, it gets even wackier, so stay tuned. If this is your first time visiting our channel, don't forget to subscribe and please give this video a big thumbs up. Today we'll be showing you 10 weird holiday traditions from around the world. KFC. KFC is pretty delicious at any time of year, but the Japanese really enjoy eating meals from this fast food chain during the holiday season. Although the fried chicken establishment originated in the Western Hemisphere, people in Asia just can't get enough of it. But there are so many fast food franchises out there. What's so special about KFC to the Japanese? Well, this nationwide tradition started when KFC marketed its food as a traditional family meal for the holidays. Their marketing gimmick worked so well, and the Japanese thought a fried chicken dinner for their holiday was an excellent idea. Since the 1970s, the lines at Japanese KFCs during the month of December have been ridiculous. Christmas may not be a national holiday in Japan, but some people treat it as a romantic holiday, similar to Valentine's Day. It's customary for everyone to enjoy a nice dinner at a fancy restaurant or a bucket of chicken from a fast food joint. During the holiday season, an estimated 3.6 million Japanese treat themselves, their families, and friends to the establishment's special Christmas dinner. The meal is so popular, some KFCs require customers to order weeks in advance, and those who rather stand in line for their
I'm asking you to make a donation right now to help flip Georgia and the Senate. Reverend Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff need our help more than ever before to win these critical runoff elections in Georgia.
For their meals sometimes have to wait for hours to get their hands on a tasty drumstick and a biscuit. Mari Lwyd, are you ready for the next weird holiday tradition? If so, follow us along as we take a trip to Wales.
Are they going through the list I just read?
It has a bunch of different customs, but it might be the weirdest of them all. It's called Mari Lwyd, otherwise known as Grey Mare in English. Revelers
maybe some of it
and decorate it with a bunch of different bells and fancy ribbons.
But I think it's more graphic in detail.
The person who's holding the
so see, I wasn't just making stuff
up. White sheet, and they go door to door, singing songs and challenging families
That's still
to a
really
rap battle.
creepy.
As the battle rages on, they diss each other and hurl
rap
playful
battles.
insults back and forth until a winner of the rap battle is crowned. Then,
so is it like
person
our
holding the skull
rap
is usually
battle, or
invited
do they do
inside of their
something?
challenger's
I
home
need
to
more
enjoy some
information.
delicious refreshments,
Right.
heading out to the next house and starting a brand
feel
new
like I
battle
should do
all over
research
again.
after
This
this.
old tradition has died out in many parts of the country, but it's still alive and well in many areas because it's said to bring good luck. If you travel to Wales anytime between December and January, you've been warned. Don't be surprised if you see someone draped in a white sheet carrying around an animal skull. We're not even sure where they get the horse skulls from. To be honest, we'd rather not know. Goat on fire. Since 1966, the town of Gävle, Sweden, has been partaking in an act of arson to celebrate the holidays. If you think this sounds strange, just wait because we're going to tell you all about this weird tradition. Each year, the historic city builds a 43-foot-tall straw goat. On December 3rd, a large crowd gathers in the city to inaugurate the straw sculpture. Fireworks go off in the distance as everyone celebrates, and the goat stands proudly in the center of the town for everyone to see. So where does the fire come into play? Well, the tradition was never intended for the goat to be set on fire.
That's
but
kind of
that's
sounding like
usually
the
what happens
Trojan War,
year
but
after
whatever.
year. Arsonists have managed to 39 times throughout the years, but the people of this city have finally decided to
So
rise
it's an
above. They now
accident.
set up security cameras and they have an around-the-clock live stream for people who keep an eye on the beloved goat. And if anyone tries to torch it, they'll be in for the stiff punishment. In 2001, an American tourist reportedly spent 2 weeks behind bars and paid a $10,000 fine after setting the poor goat on fire. When asked why he did it, he said it was because he thought it was a part of the city's tradition. Because the straw sculpture has gone up in flames so many times, we're not surprised that some people are confused by this tradition. It seems like the people of of this town expect the goat to be destroyed, but they don't actually encourage it. Christmas log. This next tradition may seem like a joke, but it actually originates from the old Catalan mythology. For ages, people have used logs to help keep this long-standing tradition alive. Beginning on December 8th, people in this region gather up their decorative hollow logs. Each wooden log has a face and stick legs, and they wear little red hats on their heads. Before heading off to bed, children will grab sticks and proceed to beat their log while singing a traditional Catalonian song. Then they play nice with the log by making sure it's nice and cozy. They will set it up in a prominent place in their home and leave food out for it to eat. Then they'll wrap the wooden figure in a nice little blanket to keep it warm throughout the night. It's almost similar to Westerners leaving milk and cookies out for Santa Claus on Christmas Eve, except kids in Catalonia aren't waiting for Santa to climb down their chimneys and leave them presents. They believe the wooden log is the actual bearer of gifts. As they head off to bed to get some Z's, their parents fill up the inside of the hollow logs with treats, candies, and other presents.
But didn't you just beat it? Why is it going to leave you something nice?
That is physical abuse.
Questions.
We protect our children from stresses, strain, and sleepless nights. From
Okay. So, hang on. You telling me that you can beat the log and then make it feel cozy and put it to bed, and it's going to give you gifts afterwards?
Sounds like an abusive husband. I'm just saying.
I'm not going to exactly say that.
Go to bed nicely, and he's going to buy you a gift in the morning.
I mean, you know, technically, if you beat it the right, never mind.
The sight of their gifts cascading outside of the log, sort of like the log is going number 2. This may sound pretty gross to you, but it's a really fun and festive holiday tradition in this region of Spain. Roller skate to mass. This next Christmas tradition sounds like so much fun. Are you ready to find out what it is? If so, follow us along as we head off to the city of Caracas, Venezuela. On Christmas morning, residents of the city wake up to a dazzling display of colorful fireworks in the early morning. Then everyone in the city puts on their roller skates to embark on a trip downtown to attend Christmas Mass. This tradition attracts so many roller skaters. The streets are closed off beginning at 8 a.m. and roads are blocked off so that everyone can make their roller skating commute without having to deal with traffic. For those who choose to stay home and watch the skating event from inside their house, there's still a way for them to get involved in this yearly tradition. Children have been known to tie one end of a string to their big toe and hang the string outside of their window. As the roller skaters pass by, they will gently pull on the string as they skate by.
Many people have lost toes because of that.
Reach the church, they roll down the pews before taking off their skates and putting on their regular shoes. When Mass is over, they put their skates back on and hit the town. As they make their way back home, they might even stop by a few homes that have their doors open. Many people will offer the skaters hot chocolate or a coffee as a friendly gesture. Creepy spider webs. Westerners get ready for the holiday season by purchasing a real or a fake Christmas tree. Then the entire family gathers around to decorate the tree with shiny ornaments and a string of bright and colorful lights. In Ukraine, a tree is also a common symbol of the holiday season, but they decorate theirs a bit differently. Before we tell you what they use on their trees, we'll first have to tell you where their yearly tradition originated from. An old Ukrainian legend stated that a poverty-stricken family was feeling a bit down on Christmas Eve because they weren't able to decorate their tree in shiny lights and ornaments. As they went to bed that night, spiders that were roaming the house heard their sobs and cries and decided to decorate their tree for them. The spiders spun a bunch of webs all over the
Spiders
tree.
have feelings.
Christmas morning, the strands turned to gold and silver, changing the family's fortune forever. Because of this legend, people in Ukraine now decorate their trees with spider webs. Fake ones, of course. This tradition is supposed to usher in good luck for the upcoming year, as many people still hope that maybe their spider webs will turn into gold and silver, just like the old legend. Now, this is one weird tradition we wouldn't mind taking part in. Hide your
I've
brooms.
never seen spider webs turn to gold.
Really serious about their cleaning
I mean, we could
supplies,
always
especially their brooms. The broom became a part of their Christmas tradition many years ago, according to legend. The story includes witches and evil spirits that would come out on Christmas Eve and steal everyone's Norwegian's brooms. The witches and spirits would then use the brooms to fly through the sky and wreak havoc on the towns. Whether this legend is true or not, it still freaks out the people to this day. So they've continued to participate in this yearly custom to safeguard their brooms from the creepy villains. Every year, they stash away their brooms and hide them on Christmas Eve, and some of the men of this country actually take things one step further. They'll actually step outside of their home and let off a blast from their firearm to show the spirits that they mean business. This may sound a little bit excessive, but it's always best to respect other people's traditions, no matter how crazy they may sound to you. Now, we've seen some pretty weird holiday traditions so far, but nothing can prepare you for what's coming up next. It has to do with the radishes we told you about at the beginning of this video. Are you ready to find out more? Okay, here we go. Night of the radishes. Radishes aren't usually a veggie that get a lot of praise and attention, unless you just so happen to live in the Mexican city of Oaxaca. In 1897, the city's mayor created a tradition that required everyone to take part in a radish carving celebration. The event kicks off every December 23rd, and it's called the Night of the Radishes. Although the name suggests it only lasts for one night, it's actually a 3-day-long event. Everyone gets involved in this holiday tradition, from young kids to talented artists. Everyone puts their creative abilities to the test by creating some pretty amazing radish sculptures. So the event takes place in the town plaza where everyone puts their radishes on displays. After church services, people head out into the market area to view all the beautiful decorated veggies. They can even purchase some of them if they like. The radishes used in this event are grown specifically for this tradition, so they're a lot larger and heavier than your typical radishes you'd find in the grocery store. They're not meant to be eaten. They're considered works of art. This festival is so popular, people line up for hours just to get a peek at the carved vegetables, from ones that are designed as nativity scenes to radishes that are shaped like snakes and alligators. The city also gives a grand prize of 12,000 pesos, or approximately $635 to the best radish sculpture. Moldy seal. We hope you don't have a weak stomach, because this next tradition will definitely make you a bit nauseous. It takes place in Greenland, and it's a traditional holiday feast that's planned months and sometimes years in advance. To prepare the meal, the people of this island sculpture a seal. The meat is removed from the inside, and just the thick layer of fat on the outside remains. Then they sew the skin together, sort of like a bag, to help keep it in place. Then they stuff the inside of the seal with 300 to 500 little birds called auks. For the last step, they get a bunch of seal fat and smear it all over the outside of the animal to help keep flies and other rodents away from it. Next, they take the bird-stuffed seal and leave it underneath a pile of rocks. They allow the flesh to rot, decompose, and ferment from anywhere between 3 to 18 months. As soon as winter arrives, it's time for them to enjoy this holiday meal. They dig up the meat from underneath the rocks and proceed to chop up the seal and birds and share it with their family and friends. But because the smell of rotting flesh is so terrible, they can only eat this traditional dish outside so they don't stink up their homes. Those who have tried this meal say it tastes like a mixture of licorice and the strongest cheese ever. Are you an adventurous eater? If so, would you be brave enough to take a bite out of Greenland's moldy seal? Krampus.
Oh my God.
Now it's time to tell you about the weirdest holiday tradition of them all. It takes part in Austria and other parts of Europe,
my stomach
and it's called Krampus Night. In case you're unaware, Krampus is the anti-Santa. He actually looks more like a wicked monster or an evil beast. On December 5th, which is the eve of St. Nicholas Day, people get dressed up in their most horrifying Krampus outfits. While Santa Claus rewards all the good kids with presents and treats, Krampus is unleashed to punish all the bad kids. People dressed in their Krampus outfits roam the streets to scare young children, and we're sure all the kids get totally creeped out whenever Krampus Night rolls around. Many of the costumes have horns, fangs, and everything else nightmares are made of. While the Krampus beasts are chugging alcohol and wandering down the streets, kids leave boots outside their front doors. In the morning, Krampus will either leave a present in their boot if they've been good, or a rod if they've been a bad boy or girl. That brings us to the end of our video. We hope you enjoyed it. Which of these weird holiday traditions from around the world shocked you the most? Leave your comment down below in the comment section, and the most original reply.
That was disturbing.
No one ever can tell me eating chitlins is horrible. Nobody. Nobody.
Like, they went the extra mile for that crap.
18 months of rotting.
Like, I have questions, but I also don't want to know. Like, you took the time to kill a seal.
18 months.
But they didn't use any of the inside of the seal except for the fat.
And they stuffed it with birds. So
Are
which
they
means,
dead?
I mean, are they plucking the bird's feathers? Or like they're cooking the bird? But you're eating moldy, nasty.
I just threw up a little in the back of my throat. I can't.
Well, I'm not going to go to Greenland anyway, because Greenland is covered in ice. So I would never go to Greenland anyway. I can't even go to Denver and be there comfortably because I'm so cold. But ew, like, and you're doing it outside under, like, you're not cooking out the, you know what I'm saying? I'm surprised these people don't die.
I wonder how many people have died.
Let's Google, shall we? I gotta know now. I gotta know.
Like, what country is that where they do that Krampus at?
I have to send you the list. I put the link, I think, in. Where's the link that I was gonna go to earlier? Becky put it up. Where did it go? Oh no, Script put it up. It was the KFC one. Oh no, that was Becky. It's not clickable.
It probably is, just not while you're on the thing.
All right. Somebody go read and tell me what's up with the fake chicken.
Okay, so you ready? Hold on.
Yes.
I'm telling you what Wikipedia says about this moldy thing. Where'd it go? Okay, it's called Kiviak. Kiviak. And it's a traditional wintertime innate food from Greenland that is made up of little ox fermented in a seal skin. Up to 500 whole ox are packed into a seal skin, beaks and feathers included. As much air is possible is removed from the seal skin before it's sewn up and sealed with seal fat, which repels flies. I need seal fat just to repel flies in my house sometimes. But it says it is then hidden in a heap of stones with a large rock placed on top to keep the air out. Over the course of 3 months, the birds ferment and are then eaten during the Arctic winter, particularly for birthdays and weddings. Doesn't really say Christmas. And then it says in August of 2013, several people died from eating this kivik that was made from they made it from a different animal, not the ox.
Okay, so they died from not eating the right bird?
Yeah, basically. So
feathers and all?
Feathers and everything, it says.
Disgusting is low.
They say it's a seal delicacy there.
I can see now. I'm gonna have to turn off my phone.
So, wait, it says 2 people in Greenland died from eating this, but it doesn't say when. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, it was 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Which link? Oh, let me pull it up.
I sent Tiffany the link to the one that I read earlier because
how did you send it to me?
I sent it to Tiffany.
Oh. Sorry. Misunderstood.
I can send it to you too if you want it. But you read it with me.
I don't want it. I don't want any of these people's traditions.
None.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna steal this and talk about it on F-Bomb on Thursday.
Oh,
we're talking about
the jokes y'all are gonna make on that.
Yeah, because we're gonna talk about fucked up holidays, and Greenland is definitely a fucked up holiday. This is, I mean, I get it. Everybody's different. I get that. But the fact that you eat birds with feathers and the beaks, which means you eat the legs.
Like what's that rocker that be biting birds' heads off?
Oh, Ozzy
Osbourne.
Oh yeah, but
he didn't eat it. He just bit the head and then spit it out when he got backstage.
But it's fermented, and I've been to people's houses that have left fruit too long. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's why they had it outside, though, isn't it?
Ugh. I don't even like looking at bananas rotten like on, you know what I'm saying? You know, you leave your banana hanging for 3 days, you know, it started turning black. Like I can't even look at that to even want to eat a bird.
I haven't bought any more bananas since Reggie had that conversation.
Bananas are the only thing that keep me in practice. But anyway, it's COVID.
On that note, I'm gonna explain why we're spiritually ratchet.
It's COVID. You know, I gotta, you know, for whenever COVID's over, I have to be able to, you know, attempt to keep a man. So I don't need my jaws to be locking up.
Like my jaw's gonna be locked up. I'm gonna have dust on everything. I don't know whether to bark or to moan. It's just gonna be bad for business.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, I kind of have to keep my face in practice. I'm just saying. Chewing a lot, you know, over enunciating my words and stuff. Make sure I'm okay.
Get some taffy.
Y'all so funny. Well, all right.
Alrighty, ladies. Anything I want to say for the people to?
It makes me never want to travel. I don't want to travel.
Just don't go to Christmas time?
But like, I want to do that. Like, I want to go other places.
How are you going to have your family traditions and be gone at Christmas?
I just, I don't want to go. I don't, like, cancel my passport. Like, I don't want to go anymore.
No.
That's sad. That's sad to say, but I don't want to go anymore.
I just need the least likely country to catch COVID.
Well, we definitely staying here because
this is the worst country. The worst country to get it in.
But the thing is, like, those other countries aren't broadcasting it. You know what I'm saying? Like US, we gotta record everything. Like, we gotta tell everything. We don't want to shut up. We don't.
Which is why America's we're gonna shut up now. And we're gonna go to bed. Love y'all. Stay spiritually ratchet. Next week, I do have a couple coming on, and we're gonna be discussing what we not doing right in dating and marriage, because apparently we have not done well in 2020. And they have been married for, I want to say 18 years. And I love them to death, but like they will both cuss you out in a heartbeat, which means they're my people. So
good night.
Until next week, be sure to share this broadcast, and you can look for us tomorrow on Spotify, Apple Music Podcast, whatever, Google Podcasts, all them other good things. Are you on Monday or Tuesday?
No, I'm not on this week until Thursday.
Thursday? All right, so we're going to have Reggie on Wednesday.
Hump Day on Wednesday. Happy Hour.
Happy Hour with Hendrix. There we go. We can't let him watch now because we just messed that all the way up. And he will cuss us out. All right, so Happy Hour with Hendrix on Wednesday. We're going to have the F-Bomb Thursday, and they're going to be discussing some jacked up Christmases, so enjoy that. Me and the crew with ASC will be on Friday afternoon at 4, and then me and the crew of Mash the Gas will be on at 7:30. And we might sleep Saturday, and then I'll be back here on Sunday with a couple.
Pop-up shop is Saturday, so you'll be live with Shopping with Shimmy on Saturday.
Tell us what we're doing at the pop-up shop.
Oh, okay. So this is the last Holly Jolly. This is small Black-owned businesses. We all come together for a pop-up shop just about every other Saturday. And you can come out and you can buy your last-minute Christmas gifts, customized Christmas gifts, different things like that. Y'all can come and get some good, yummy food because we will have...
and the sweet tea. If you want to try sweet tea, order in advance.
Yes, we'll have the berry cherry tea from That's It Catering. We'll have Double Down Barbecue there. We'll have Oh How Sweet.
And the banana pudding.
Yes.
Banana pudding cake from Oh How Sweet. You better place your orders in advance.
Now.
Like in the first 5 minutes.
The cherry cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake cookies from Crown C Sweets. King C Sweet. God dang, that's like a whole lot of stuff to say. But and then also, of course, if you come in and you're shopping with Shimmy, of course, you can come and find your last minute disinfectant items to clean your house thoroughly to prevent COVID during the holidays. because that will be the last opportunity to buy those items from Shimmy this year. So,
and Tiff, you got anything going on?
Actually, you can catch me at church.
Tell us where and when and how we can catch you. Are we going to be physically there? Are we going to be virtually there?
I'm only going to be virtual. I don't care what she tell me. It's only going to be virtual.
What's this week? So we have, this is actually men's Bible study week, but I think they're foregoing it this week. But it's Thursday for our One Community Church Dallas campus. We're going to have a women's event. Let's get cooking. So we're going to teach you guys how to make something that's not your granny's banana pudding. It's just a little engagement. We like to get women together just to do something with our time other than be out here and be ratchet.
So we're going to do this better than the guys did the grilling event this summer.
You know, I didn't even
they cheated.
Did they?
They were stealing people's food and passing it off as theirs. It was a big mess.
No, there's actually a recipe. There's actually items that you're going to cook it if you want to cook with her.
Okay.
So, you know, on my Facebook page, I'm just Tiffany Harris. If you catch me on Instagram, I'm just Clotifa. So
okay.
Yeah, that's like
we got to talk about that after the show.
We'll talk about
it. We're gonna let that one just and discuss that when we click the off button.
Questions.
Everybody knows you can catch me here at Spiritually Ratchet. I am also at 1CC on every other week for Women's Bible Study and on Fridays and Sundays for virtual or in person. You can just look us up everywhere. We also have our own app. So 1CC Community Church.
My OCC Dallas is our Facebook page. If you want to like it, get on there, see what's happening. It's just
trust me, you know us. We need Jesus.
Yes, community is everything. It's important. If you don't have somebody holding you, what's my favorite word?
Accountability.
Yeah,
I'm accountable. I'm accountability. My behind right at 99.5. I'll explain the other half when I get to heaven. Lord know who he made. He know who he made.
He knows who he made. He absolutely does. He also wants us to be able to, you know, keep things in check, because you can't bring people them with your ratchetness. You usually bring them with your.
I'm looking for the improv and the liquor store when I get to heaven. Just
Lord,
in those two directions.
You said get out already.
I'm just saying. That's where the liquor cloud at.
Oh, Shimmy.
That's why he made you diabetic. He wanted you to quit off that.
That didn't help either. That didn't help at all.
Trying to get you done early. All right. So not only can you find us at 1CC, you can find me obviously at Spiritually Ratchet here and on Instagram. I'm also doing my coaching, both alignment life coaching as well as sexual wellness, and that will be under Gideon James Consulting and Pure Romance by Arbra. Remember, it's Arbra, not Barbara, when you look for me. And that's it. Until next week, just stay ratchet and spiritual. Like, pray about the ratchet stuff you did. Something like that. Right?
Y'all pray.
We need it.
Hard.
Yeah, because we're making New Year's plans.
Already.
Mm-hmm. Bye, guys. Have a great night.
On New Year's, if you want.